announcing the arrival of World Travelers Toastmasters Club number 079679399.
We have proven that we do not have to be in the same room to be united, to encourage each other, to succeed, and to celebrate together.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good day to everyone. My name is Kathy. I'm your flight attendant for the flight Zoom to Zimbabwe. And today we'll be having a lot of guests coming over on not only just Singapore and Zimbabwe, but from all over the world. So please fasten your seatbelt, put up your cable, and then keep your videos on. For those who are shy when we are taking this video, well, you can choose to have that Zoom avatar so that you can always interact with the audience in this room. And let us welcome our acting president, Eliza, to give us the opening address.
Thank you very much. Welcome to World Travelers. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Thank you very much to our friend, my beautiful friend, Toastmaster Blessing, for accepting the invitation for us to fly to Zimbabwe. And thank you very much to our District Director, Angie Kivido, who is the bridge of this event. So she was the one who gave me the contact to go to a place in Zimbabwe. And this is something that we're really looking forward to. Everybody is looking forward to go to South Africa, and everybody know that we are all love traveling. So here I am with all my team, World Travelers. I'm looking forward for a very beautiful, thank you very much all the members from Project Hubs for having us. And with that, I'm returning welcome to everyone for this flight. Don't forget, this flight is no need a passportless, so you can enjoy. But today, everyone, you are not only going to Zimbabwe, but also South Africa. So with that, I give the control to Tamami and our friend President Blessing. You are going to do the closing for the meeting. Thank you very much. And I give this pilot of this trip to our none other friend Tamami Nagayama, all the way from Japan, to give us a very great flight to South Africa. Take away, Tamami.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Tamami Nagayama from Japan. I'm a member of World Travelers Club. Thank you, Madam Acting President Eliza, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests. I would like to extend a warm welcome to everyone and also special guests who are coming and joining us today. There are three parts in our meeting today. First one is prepare speeches, where members give their speeches based on their pathways. The part two will be table topics, where we practice our impromptu speech, thinking and speaking on our feet. And the third part will be evaluation. This will be led by general evaluator, where we evaluate our speakers. And now it is my duty to introduce the appointment holders who will assist in the running of today's meeting. I will start with our grammarian from Projects Hub Toastmasters. Titi, I'm sorry if I mispronounced. Titi Mofu. would you explain your role, please?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to our beautiful country, Zimbabwe. My name is Tsitsi Mpofu. Very easy name to spell and pronounce. Tsitsi is a Shona word that means mercy. So I tend to be a very compassionate person. This evening, I am your grammarian. And my role is to monitor the English language. I will give my report towards the end of the meeting. Allow me to introduce to you the word of the day. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull it out. I didn't realize that the flight was going to land so quickly. I was still in the process of looking for the most appropriate word that will be inclusive to everyone on the platform, despite the continent you're connecting from.
Thank you. Thank you, Tsitsi.
I want to introduce the word of the day. The word of the day, I'm just looking for my script. Just allow me a minute, or maybe you can proceed to the next one. Then come back to me, if that's okay with you.
Okay, I will come back to you. So in the
Fantastic.
meanwhile, okay, I will move on to our counter. Eliza, would you tell us your role?
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day. So today I will be your counter because I love music. So I will count all your so, and all the words that is not really use it. But don't worry, I'm not going to give you any charge because we love the music. But for this, because we are in the flight, but in the real one, as we want to make our communication better, try don't sing while you are speaking. So with that, I give return my podium to my Toastmaster of the day, Tamami.
Thank you, Eliza. And now, Ms. Ying, as a timekeeper, would you please describe the timing sequence and for the prepared speeches today? Ying,
Thank
I
you so
lost
much,
you. Hi there.
Tamami. Hello. Yeah, thank you so much, Tamami. I am Ning from Laos. This is my first time traveling to Zimbabwe without the visa. So it's just my honor today also to be the timer for today. As the timer, I'm going to show you some of the specific rules for each speech route. So first, we're gonna start the prepare speed. So for the prepare speed, normally we have 5 to 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, you will see my green screen to show up, and 6 minutes, you will see my yellow screen to show up, and 7 minutes, you will see the red screen to show up, means that the time is up. And next, we are going to have the table topics. For the table topics, each speaker have no more than 2 minutes for the speed. At 1 minute, you will see the green screen. 1 minute, 30 seconds, you will see the yellow screen. And 2 minutes, you will see the red screen. And the last one, we're going to have the individual evaluation part between 2 to 3 minutes for each. At 2 minutes, you will see the green screen, and 2 minutes, 30 seconds, you will see the yellow screen. And the last one, 3 minutes, you will see your red screen. Thank you so much, everyone, and wishing you all the best for your speech today. Please allow me to turn to Madam Toastmaster Tamami. Thank you.
Thank you, Ning. I think Tsitsi is ready to give the word of the day.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Tamami. I am back, fellow Toastmasters, as your grammarian. The word of this evening, this morning, this afternoon, depending on where you're joining us from, is vapid. Vapid, which means lacking flavor, zest, liveliness, or spirit, having lost appeal. Another word that means similar is insipid or trite. So vapid is the word of the day. used in a sentence, it's as follows. The mannequin looks so real that only the vapid expression in its eyes gave a clue that it was not truly alive. I would like to encourage everyone who will get a chance to speak to use the word vapid. I will continuously share it on the chat for all of us to remember. Back to you, Madame Toastmaster Tamimi.
Thank you for the word of the day. Now we are going to move on to exclusive South African city tour led by Ms. Angie Kivido, our district director of District 74.
Thank you, Tamami, our Toastmaster of the day. And I want you to sit back and relax. Nothing serious, nothing to worry about. You have been buckled in the flight, and we're going to hop around Southern Africa. We won't be doing South Africa today. Let me share with you quickly how Southern Africa District 74 looks, and then we'll hop to a few of the countries. And I've selected a few videos that I would like to share with you. The majority of them is just over 2 minutes. So I'm hoping to be within my time, Madam Toastmaster of the day. But I've selected 5 countries within Southern Africa to give you a taste of what Southern Africa is about. I've excluded South Africa and I've excluded Zimbabwe because I've got Wens on the call. And I know that I want to make sure that when we present Zimbabwe, we present it properly. Let me show you how District 74 looks currently. You can give me just a sec. I will share with you a little slide that I did so that you can see it. So District 74 Southern Africa consists of 12 countries: Angola, Botswana, Eswatini, Lesotho, Madagascar, Malawi, Mauritius, Mozambique, Namibia, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and South Africa. And today, as I introduce each of the videos, I will be teaching you how to greet in those various languages. And the 5 countries that I attempt to do today, because we can't do 12 countries in 15 minutes. So I chose 5 countries that I would like to share with you. And this is the first 5: Angola, Botswana, Eswatini, Lesotho, and Madagascar. All credits for the videos go to the producers of the video, which includes the tourism agencies and selected YouTubers that have created these videos. Now, sit back, and here's your first word that you will learn. So in Angola, they speak Portuguese, right? And I want you to think about, how do you greet in Portuguese? Olá is the easiest way to say hello, because everybody knows it. But did you know you can say boa tarde, which means good afternoon. So good afternoon, boa tarde. And I'm hoping that as we go along, you'll get to know how to greet in that language. And I'm going to just show you a short video now that tells us a little bit about Angola as the country that it is. Just give me a second. Just want to make sure my sound is on. Get the video. Just bear with me for a second. I think I needed some technology people to assist me here, but bear with me. I'll find my little video that I've got ready for you. My apologies. There we go. And is on. Delete. Apologies. That's our first video, a taste of Angola as we know it. But there's so much more to Angola. They've got fantastic people and Toastmasters that are making strides in that country. Now, remember, in Angola, they speak Portuguese and they greet, if you say in the afternoon, you say boa tarde. And if you just want to say hello to a friend, say hola. I'll ask you at the end if you remember all the greetings that I'm going to share with you. Let's move over to Botswana. Botswana is also one of the Southern African countries, and they speak Swatini, Setswana. They speak Setswana. That's the language that they speak, and they greet by saying Dumela. Dumela. It's a greet. Dumela is a greeting in Setswana. I'll be sharing a short video with you that shows what happens in Botswana. This is just a taste of what you can expect should you decide to travel to Botswana. Let me just stop and make sure the sound is there. Apologies, I just want to make sure. Yeah, the sound is there. Here we go.
Destination Botswana. Experience the amenities of a modern cosmopolitan city with luxury hotels, vibrant nightlife, exquisite cuisines, magnificent restaurant facilities, a land of unique beauties, ideally located in the heart of Southern Africa. Botswana's natural awe lies in its wilderness, wildlife, and cultural diversity. Spectacular rugged landscapes and unusually shaped koppes and natural history attractions defining this unique corner of eastern Botswana. Spend some solitude time at secluded heights overlooking natural springs and waterholes, waiting for game to drink. You'll experience the beauty of these small villages and meet the communities that have thrived here for centuries. Here, you can learn about local history, the San culture, and their crafts. Domboshaba. A few kilometers from Masinga village sleeps a range of beautiful brown hills that seem to be telling a story of their own. With more and more cultural tourism options on offer, you will be charmed by the people of Botswana, visiting their villages and experiencing firsthand their rich cultural heritage. But perhaps most of all, Botswana's greatest gift is its ability to put us in touch with our natural selves. One of the most sought-after wilderness destinations in the world, Botswana gives entrance to the spectacle of wild Africa, such as dreams are made of heart-stopping excitement of big game viewing, the supreme tranquility and serenity and evocative scenes of extraordinary beauty. The burnt red dunes of the Kalahari provide the most mesmerizing and impressive landscape. Have your pick of adventures. You are sure to make the best of your stay in Botswana. Explore Botswana.
Now that we've seen what Botswana is about, remember, how do we greet in Botswana? Dumela. Dumela. I'll now move over to Eswatini, and I'm sure all of you would love to know what happens in the kingdom of Eswatini, a small little enclave in the middle of the side of South Africa. They land-based, and I'll share with you what happens in Eswatini. Now, in Eswatini, they speak Siswati, Siswati, and if they greet you, they will say, Sawubona, Sawubona, Sawubona. So it's getting a little bit more complicated now. So Sawubona is when you greet somebody in Seswati. So let me share this video with you.
Siyatiqenya yentsaba tikuthatha ikubeke sibhakabhakeni ubone timpophoma elizulu lebuve lemaswati thine sisive semakhosi emakhosatana
Now that you've learned how to say hola from Angola in Portuguese, boa tarde, good afternoon. You've learned Setswana, Dumela. You've also learned Siswati, Sawubona. Now we move over to Lesotho. And what does the Republic and the Kingdom of Lesotho hold for us? So in Lesotho, the people speak Sesotho. They speak Sesotho, and this is the easy one. Everybody can say hello here. Helele, helele, helele. That's how you say hello in Sesotho. Helele. I will share a short video just to give you a taste of what Lesotho has to offer. from Lesotho. And finally, do you know that Africa's got islands? Yes, they do. We've got Mauritius and Madagascar, but everybody knows the paradise of Mauritius. So I decided, let's hop over to Madagascar. And remember, it's not like the movie Madagascar that we've seen on the cinemas. So in Madagascar, they speak Malagasy, but they also speak French. That's the local language. And how do they greet in Madagascar? Easy, salama. How about that for you? So it's getting better and better. So you learned how to greet in Portuguese. Olá, boa tarde, to say good afternoon. You learn Siswati, dumela, dumela. You learn let me go back. Setswana was dumela. Siswati was Sawubona, and Sesotho was hello. And finally, Malagasy is Salama. So you've got 5 greetings now. Finally, this is the final shot. Sit back and relax while I get you the video for our wonderful Madagascar island. It's a short video. It's not everything about Madagascar, but it's something that I would like to share with you on this call as a taste of the amazing Malagasy environment.
Rainforests, deserts, and diving. Madagascar is a dream for outdoor lovers, and half the fun is getting to all of these incredible attractions. Madagascar is unique. 5% of all known animal and plant species can be found here and here alone. There is much history to discover too, from the capital city Antananarivo's sacred hills to the pirate history of Ile Sainte-Marie. It's not just the phenomenal landscapes of canyons, ravines, gorges, and plains that make Isalo so popular. It's also because there's so much to do here, from hiking, horse riding, and mountain biking to four-wheel drive circuits and swimming in natural pools. The Big Island has world-class diving and snorkeling in turquoise waters, as well as the chance to visit spice plantations and see fabulous wildlife in marine and nature reserves. Plus, you can feast on abundant seafood and sail to small islands nearby. If you revel in the idea of a road challenge, this is it. The 250-kilometre stretch of the Route Nationale 5 is the track, an obstacle course, a river in places, but not a road. Semantics aside, travellers who complete the journey will have anecdotes to last them a lifetime. With pristine mountainous rainforest, thick root-filled jungle and waterfalls, Marojejy is a primordial place where the angel of the forest Lima roams. Few things say Madagascar more than this small, iconic stretch of the Route Nationale 8 between Morondava and Belo-sur-Siribihina. April to June and September to December are the best times to visit, with warm temperatures and fewer visitors. Travel costs in Madagascar can range from less than €60 a day, if you choose shared facilities and taxis, to over €600 a day for a resort and private four-wheel drive driver. If you can afford a private vehicle, this is the best way to explore Madagascar. Taxis are slow but cheap and go almost everywhere. Madagascar is unlike anywhere else. Fantastically beautiful, amazingly diverse for its size, with vast tracts of the country virtually uninhabited and seldom explored. For those who relish an adventure, this is a one-of-a-kind destination.
With that said, I trust you enjoyed a taste of Africa. As we say, salama, sawubona, dumela, hola. With that said, I hope you remember the greetings, and you know, Eliza and Kathy, I may be back to go a little bit more deeper into the other countries at the World Travelers Toastmasters Club. So thank you for the opportunity. I had so much fun, and I trust that you'd enjoy the presentation. Thank you. Credits to all the producers of the videos. It was not mine. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Ms. Angie, for your wonderful presentation. It was fascinating. I've never been to Africa, but African countries are just I was mesmerized. It's far from vapid. I love it. Thank you so much. Now we are moving on to our prepared speeches. Our first speaker today is Ms. Ada Yaya Bokum from Burkina Faso. She joined Toastmaster in March 2017. She's an architect and urban planner. She was a president of Toastmasters Club Oga Eklat from 2018 to 2019. She was Division C Director in 2021 to 2022. She's a twin, and she likes dancing, swimming, and reading. Her pathway is Effective Coaching Level 4, Project 1. The title of her speech is Archie Connect. Ada Yaya Bokum, Archie Connect. The stage is yours.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Tamani. Fellow Toastmaster, distinguished guests, I'm really happy to share with you today my project. And it is my dream, my idea about a workshop for discussion and reflection for the architect in Burkina Faso. And to make this, I will talk about the program, and I will explain how I will do to make this dream reality. And my agenda for this project is one, to talk about the event who called ArchiConnect, to present my team and give you the deadline to make this dream become reality. Let's dive into it. Indeed, this event aims to exhibit intelligence and expertise of civil engineering, surveyor, urban planner, company offering products and services in the field of construction and city planning as the main actors. Those key actors end in end with architect who as a project manager makes the city. It is my role to say that only great collaboration and proper use of everyone's skills can allow to carry out successful and sustainable projects. ArchiConnect will be held every quarter of the years with the aim to strengthen partnership, take stock of the situation, conduct reflection, evaluate the evolution of the sectors, and suggest solutions to the government and the various institutions in terms of strategy and lines of action. Because action speaks louder than words, it will be crucial to act on. Though others will have 4 opportunities to meet. The drive of the team and every architect will make it possible, and we will then evaluate the situation before ArchiConnect and after ArchiConnect. The activity will be networking, discussion, reflection, and meeting. And to do this, we have a dream team, people with outstanding communication skills. We have in the team our communication specialist, Cyprien Kobudi. We also have the youth mobilization specialist, Tanguy Some, and the financial resources mobilization officer, Sana Abdul Rashid. All these skills under my leadership should allow us to have the first edition of ArchiConnect after 45 days of work. Our deadline is the 17th of May. We will send the letter of the sample and we will follow all the deadline to do all the best to have our activity on the 20th of June. At the end of the process, ArchiConnect will have brought together more than 100 professionals and we will send to our authority the note to express the conclusion. Dear friend, dear Toastmaster, here the project that I hold dear to my heart and gives me enthusiasm, and I hope to come back very soon to present my report of this exciting experience. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Ada, for your beautiful speech. Our next, thank you. Our next speaker is from Projects Hub Toastmasters, Mr. Chris Munemo. He's born and raised in rural Zimbabwe. He's married to Sandra, and he has 3 children, 2 girls and a boy. He currently lives in Harare, Zimbabwe, with his family. He became a Toastmaster in September 2021. His wish to join was to tell his story as it is. More than that, Toastmasters has developed him in other areas such as leadership and organization skills. He's still working in progress, but he is forever grateful to Toastmasters for making him a better person than he was when he became a member. His speech is from Presentation Mastery, Level 3. The speech title is We Are All Winners. Chris Munemo, We Are All Winners. The stage is yours. Chris, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Can I begin now? The world in which we live can be divided into 2. That is winners and losers. Winners are those people or organizations that set out to achieve certain goals and do so in a period in which they to achieve goals at all. Are celebrated, whilst losers are looked down upon. In education, in sports, in politics, in industry, and in commerce. In education, winners are those.
Chris, we can't hear you.
Sorry, am I audible now?
Sometimes. Can you start again? We couldn't hear you in the beginning.
Start again. The world is divided into
Still can't hear you.
Maybe try turning camera off.
Yeah.
Am I audible now?
Better,
Yeah,
that's
I
better.
think turn your camera off, Chris. That might help.
All right. I will start all over again.
Yeah, do that.
The
Thank you.
world in which we live can be divided into two. That is winners and losers. Winners are those who are able to achieve the goals they set to achieve from the beginning, probably at the end of the week, the month, or the year. Losers are those who do not achieve their goals at all. In this world, winners are celebrated, whilst losers are looked down upon or are given derogatory names. We have winners and losers in education, in sports, in politics, in industry, in commerce, to mention just a few. In education, winners are those students who pass their examinations and proceed to finish the courses that they set out to complete at the end of the years that they set to study those courses. Losers are those students who fail their examinations and in the end they do not finish the courses that they set to achieve. We also have got losers and winners in sports. Winners in sports are those teams or those individuals who win in the sports their chosen fields, such as soccer, athletics, to mention just a few. Losers are those teams or individuals who do not win anything at the end of a calendar year, month, or a particular period in which they are competing. In politics, winners rule over losers. In industry and commerce, winners are those companies or organizations that are able to achieve their set targets in a given week, month, or year, whilst losers are those companies who do not achieve anything at all of their set targets. Given the fact that this world looks favorably towards winners and looks down upon losers, we have got individuals or organizations that go to extreme by using unorthodox means in order to be winners. In education, we have cases of students that are caught cheating in order to win in examinations. In sports, we have got athletes that use banned drugs or substances in order to enhance their performances for them to win. In politics, the situation is quite scary because the dispute between winners and losers can be violent, and in extreme cases, it can even lead to war. We also have got winners and losers in business. Having said that, I come here to present a formula in which we are all winners. The formula is called Toastmasters. At Toastmasters, there are neither winners nor losers. We are all winners. You might have joined this platform. You might not have even participated, but at the end of the day, you will be a winner. Why? Because you get something out of it. This world is suffering today. Wars are going on because people do not have a platform to tell their story. Toastmasters is a platform for each and every one of us to tell our stories in our own way, with distinguished men and women being there to guide us. If this was done in some social clubs, they will laugh you out. If you misspell a word, if you misquote, or if you don't use the English language properly. But that is not the case with Toastmasters. Toastmasters treat all its members with respect. Toastmasters is more than ready to welcome all of us to be winners. Ladies and gentlemen, today, across the world and on this platform, there is a better way to all the winners. To lessen the peace and tranquility that is obtaining in the world, we must be all winners. As we become all winners, tension is reduced. As we become all winners, we send to the whole world love, peace, and joy. In conclusion, fellow Toastmasters, the Toastmasters way makes us all winners, because at the end of the day, you come out with something. No one joins Toastmasters and leaves empty-handed. I thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Chris. I loved your speech. Our third speaker is from World Travelers Club. He's all the way from UK. His speech is Pathway Engaging Humor, Level 3, Evaluation and Feedback. The title is Heroes Come in All Shapes and Sizes. Mr. Ramesh Kalai, DTM, Heroes Come in All Shapes and Sizes. The stage is yours.
Let me just share my screen 1 second. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Yes.
Fantastic. Don't see, there we go. Yep, there we go. Fellow Toastmasters and most welcome guests, can I have a show of hands? How many of you use WhatsApp? Oh, nearly a full house. I am a member of so many WhatsApp groups, just like you. But most of the time it's just a meme, or maybe a funny photo, or maybe even a photo of a family member. But once in a while, just once, you get this random post that just blows your mind. This speech is about that once in a while random post. It all started with a single post. Is that Granny? Asks my nephew. I look at it and I think, interesting. But why is she there? Yeah, it suggests that actually she was a leader and she's demonstrated absolutely no leadership whatsoever. Interesting. Maybe she was the oldest person in the village. That's what it is. They couldn't find anybody else, so they found her. As the story unfolds, this is what happened next. Turns out there's a new Bollywood movie being made called Bhuj, spelt B-H-U-J. And Bhuj is a town in a district called Kutch, which is in a state called Gujarat in India, northwest of India, as you can see from the map. So I read the article in more detail now because all of a sudden the story just got personal. The article brought back some fond memories, or maybe not so fond, of some events that took place back in 1971. I was about 5 years old at this point. I remember going down to my friend's house who lived 8 doors away from me. Mujahid was his name. On this one particular day, I wasn't allowed in their house anymore. Confused, I went back and I told my parents, and my dad said, India is at war with Pakistan. What does a 5-year-old do with that information? I don't remember much about that day, but I still remember I wasn't allowed in their home anymore. Excuse me. And the war between India and Pakistan in 71 was triggered by East Pakistan wanting independence. from West Pakistan. This story is about that WhatsApp group, but not the war. You'll be pleased to hear. So the article describes how these grannies from the village from Madhapur, which is where I was born in India, and how Pakistan bombed all of the runways at a nearby airbase. So the Indian Army planes could not take off or land. Makes sense, right? You bomb the runway and you can't fly planes anymore. Just to give you an idea, Burj Airport is 90 miles from the Pakistan border, which is approximately the same distance as Watford to Birmingham, if you live in the UK. I'm not sure how to convert that into the country where you are. The Indian Army came to them and asked for help to repair the airport runway. Without the runway, they could not send reinforcements. The army simply could not repair the runway themselves. Why? Because it would just get bombed again. So you'd have to do it really, really quietly and do it at night. Back to my story. At this point, I have doubts, some serious doubts. My granny was mean. Perhaps she was, if there was an invasion, she would have terrified the Pakistan army and scared them, and they'll go back to their own country. They wouldn't have stood a chance there. I said to my nephew, I said, you know what? I'll speak to my dad. If anyone knows, he should know. So I went to see my parents and I showed them the photo. And my dad looked at the photo and says, she looks a bit too short, but then it disappears. I show the photo to my mum and she looks at the photo and zooms in and goes, nah, that can't be her. She's too stingy. She doesn't wear gold. My dad returns with a passport photo just to compare them side by side. And he goes, nah, the faces are different. Grandmother was taller and had a fuller face. To conclude, it's amazing what people pick up on sometimes. The smallest thing, we are quick to jump to conclusions. The only truth to this story is that, the only truth to the story is that in 71, my dad said she lived in a town called Bolton, which is in the UK, which is about 5,000 miles from the Pakistan border. What is also true, without these women, that runway would not have been repaired. And my hometown of Madhapur would now possibly be part of Pakistan. And I could now be wearing a long beard. Heroes do come in all shapes and sizes. Thank you for listening. Back to you, Hero of the Day.
Thank you. Thank you, Ramesh. Our fourth speaker is from Project Hub Toastmasters, Wens Kutek. Sorry, I cannot pronounce Kutekwa DTM. He's been Toastmaster since 2017. He's a mature mining professional in Zimbabwe. He enjoys self-development and assisting the youth. His project is Dynamic Leadership Level 1, Project 1, Evaluation and Feedback, First Speech. The title of his speech is If I Started Again. Wens Kutekwatwa, sorry, I cannot pronounce. If I Started Again, the stage is yours.
My name is Wenceslas Kutekwa. I am married with a wife and 3 mature kids. I'm a mining engineer and I'm now moving on to retirement. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, today I would like to talk to you about what I feel if I started again my career. I'm trying to rewind back to the time when I entered into university and I was selecting a career. In 1986, that's when I went into university after passing with flying colors in science subject. And I was accepted into university, into engineering studies. By the way, with my kind of passes and the combination, I could study anything from medicine, to commercials, to social sciences, and engineering, of course. I selected the trophy degree then, which was engineering. And the most glamorous discipline of engineering at that time as well, which was electrical engineering. That is what I did in my first year. But come second year, I migrated to the least glamorous, the fun-bit, but new program called mining engineering. I finished the degree after 4 years, and I joined the mining industry in Zimbabwe. Now, coming to the real thing now, life after school, that was mining engineering. The training was very challenging. It was hard work. I started from the lowest level, working odd shifts, the most odd shifts you can imagine, all of them, including some which were starting at 4 a.m. But that was the training. And training meant experiencing what I would manage in my career. After training, the work was again hard. And for training and even the work, I had to put my degree aside. I still believe that I have put my degree aside to a certain extent. The work was all about dealing with people. So I found my people skills being the most important thing for me. People skills, the so-called soft skills. These are now soft skills applied in a hard environment, done in a hard way. Because it's hard life in mining. It's underground, it's dark. You deal with the rock, so it's hard. But the most important skill I learned was people skills. That's the soft skills. I also went through the ranks, or the ranks, if you want, if you're looking at a ladder, corporate ladder, the ranks. And to give you an idea, some of the titles that I carried during my career included general hand, machine operator, overseer miner, shift boss, mine captain, underground manager, mine manager. You can sense from the titles that it's really tough and serious work here. There were a bit more glorious titles in the journey on the technical side. This is the production side. On the technical side, you could have a title or a level like planning engineer, project engineer, technical executive, chief operating officer, chief executive officer, general manager, all those. They were slightly better in sound as well as in the actual work. So both these routes, the production route and the technical routes, would get me to the top anyway. But in my life, my career, I was zigzagging, and I carried all the titles that you can imagine in mining engineering. And at this stage, I was wondering, if I started again, what would I do? Which I never regretted, because this career of mining is fun, is very fulfilling, and it's broad-based. It's very general. Also teaches you to learn new things, HR, business, finance, and Toastmasters as well. And dealing with people was the highlight. And then sometimes I used to remember what my Professor Voss was saying. Frequently, he would say, be lazy and keep your back free. Really what he meant was that don't do something so that you can redo it. And when you make a decision, make sure it doesn't come back to you in 20 years' time. But I also learned that we work to learn. We don't work, as Robert Kiyosaki said. And this life is full of pain. And Jim Rohn says that we must all experience two types of pains. And one pain is discipline, the other pain is regret. The difference is that discipline weighs ounces and regret weighs pounds. But discipline is what I preferred all the time. And I believe in the pain of discipline, because that's what carried me through as the main thing in my career. And I also learned that the main thing about the main thing, keep the main thing. Success, again, is not something that you chase. It is really something that you attract by the person you become, like what I went through as a mining engineer. So now I'm now ready to retire into large-scale entrepreneurship. And maybe because this is what I know best. If I started again, going into university and choosing a career, I would choose mining. I'm saying this while I know that the first degree doesn't matter. Any first degree can do for anybody, and you can be successful. I'm also keen to talk to you and engage with you individually to see how you would feel about if you started again. Madam Toastmaster, over to you.
Thank you, Wens, for your wonderful speech. Wow, that was amazing. Thank you. Now it's time for the impromptu portion of our meeting, the table topics. This should challenge us and help us to think on our feet without any preparation. The table topic master is Ms. Yola Dondo from Projects Hub Toastmasters, all the way from Zimbabwe. Please help me welcome Ms. Yola Dondo.
Thank you, Madam Captain. This is the co-pilot speaking. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelt. You are going to be on an adventure of a lifetime. It's not a scary experience. You will be required to perform a task in 1 to 2 minutes, just 1 to 2 minutes. If you survive that, you are a champion. And I do believe all of us will be able to survive this task. My first one. We are on this flight. Your flight has developed an issue and you have just landed at the tip of the African continent on Table Mountain. You need to describe to the people that are coming to rescue you where you are. May you describe the scene before your presence so the rescuers will know
May you describe the scene before you so the rescuers will know. Annie? Annie, are you there? Annie is not there. We need to have someone else coming through. Mora?
Oh, yes, I am here and ready. Master, fellow Toastmasters, and the rescuers. Oh, yes, please help me. Please, I am talking to you. You know what happened to me? I was going to Africa. I listened all the speech, beautiful mountains, and boom, everybody's dead. I am the only person alive, and I need to describe the mountains. Oh my God, I am in the beautiful scene. I can tell you, relax me my panic. I can see the beautiful sunrise. Oh yes, so it means that this morning, because with the jet lag, I don't know what time it is. Beautiful, sunny, warm. Oh, well, this will not help you to describe, to rescue you. It's a beautiful mountain. They told me that it's the highest mountain in the north of Africa. And then you could see from far away beautiful elephants. You can see the deers. You can see the elephants. Oh my God, it seems to me that very far away, they are having fun. And me, I hear stressing, hey, hello, hello. I don't know the distance, but I can tell you, I can see the people like this size. Oh, please rescue me now. I am doing like that. It's me in white color. Yes, I am saying like that. Please, from Toastmasters. Oh my God, I don't know where I am. I don't know what more I can describe. Beautiful blue sky with no clouds, believe it or not. Beautiful sunrise. If people like this size in the north of Africa, everybody's dead, even the co-pilot, the pilot, and the aeroplane is too destroyed that I am not able even to fly back. I am the only survivor. Oh my God, how more I can do? Oh yes, they have water. The water survives, so I can, I think that I don't know how much I can live. Now, what other descriptions I can give you? Ah yes, the mountain is beautiful. You can see range of mountains and range of mountains and range of mountains and a beautiful lake at the end. Please help, help, Madam Topic Masters and Rescuers.
We are coming to rescue you. Thank you for making sure to draw our attention. Definitely, we are coming to rescue you, and the parachute is on the way. We are back on the flight. You are stranded at Changi Airport in Singapore. How would you pass the time? Rulo?
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. I trust I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
So I am stranded at an airport in Singapore. My. How am I going to spend the next 15 hours in this airport? The very first thing that I'm going to do is to go to the duty-free shop. And I am going to first of all browse around and see the items that are within my budget. And then I'm going to shop until I drop. There is nothing that is more wonderful than retail therapy. And I'm sure all the retail therapy enthusiasts agree with me here. The one particular aisle that I'm going to go through at the duty-free shop is the area with all the chocolates. I am a self-confessed chocolate holic. I love chocolates. So I'm going to put as many chocolates as I can in my shopping basket because chocolate is the answer to everything. And this chocolate is going to get me through these next 15 hours that I'm stranded in the airport. Once I am done with my shopping, I am just going to be walking around and looking at all the shops, looking at all the people from the various destinations. And you know what? I'm also going to try and make a few friends. Once I am done with that, I am going to take a seat, put my feet up, open my many packets of chocolates, and enjoy myself, because life is too short to be worried when you are stranded at an airport. Madam Topics Master.
Chocolate will save the day. Wow. Thank you, Rudolph, for taking us on a journey around Changi Airport. I cannot wait to be there. Your flight has taken you to one of the wonders of the world, the Victoria Falls, the smoke that thunders. How would you go back home? Would you describe what you are seeing so the people at home can see or can have an idea? Would you describe the scene before you? Valerie? I hope you are there, Valerie. Valerie seems not to be on the flight. We are going to call.
I'm here.
Oh, yes, Valerie.
Can you see me or you can't?
We can't see you.
Okay, but you can hear me, right?
We can hear you.
Okay. You mind to repeat again?
Your flight has taken you to Victoria Falls, one of the natural wonders of the world. Describe the scene before you so the people at home will get to have an idea of what's happening.
Sure. The Niagara Falls is so beautiful. You can hear the gushing of the water. It's so loud. I can feel the water on my face. I'm starting to get so wet. It's so amazing. I've never seen such a big fall of water over me. It's so beautiful. And the water keeps gushing at me. I can't even hear myself across this gushing of water. It was so loud, but it was so beautiful. And I'm soaked with wet of all this beautiful water flowing around me. And in Chinese, water is called sui. Water means money, and I'm soaking with water. The green water in my mind, though it's white and beautiful. And I'm swirling in the mist of the water because it's so all over me, so misty, so beautiful. And I'm rich with this beautiful water, this beautiful nature all around me. I'm so blessed and grateful for this time to be able to spend here. That's such a good way to spend the day and feeling of this water. For once, I don't mind getting wet because I know after this water, I'm going to have more money to spend and fly off to the next destination and get myself more chocolates, things to buy. Thank you, fellow Toastmasters and Toastmaster of Table Topics.
Wow, Valerie, I like your thinking. If you haven't been to any of the falls, to Victoria Falls, please do make your way there because you definitely become richer because of the water that's there. Okay, on this flight, it's landed in the orchids. garden in Singapore. Oh, Gardens by the Bay. You've been given the honor to name the latest creation of the orchid. Who would you name the orchid after? You have been given the honor to name the latest creation of the orchid. Who would you name the orchid after? Valentine? I hope you are there, Valentine. You have the honor to choose who the orchid will be named after. Valentine is not showing up, so we'll go with Dorothy.
I'm here, Madam Toastmaster.
Okay, go ahead, Valentine. You've
I
been
want to
given the
redeem
honor. Yes, you've been given the honor to name the latest orchid after
the latest
anyone.
orchid.
Yes, the orchid creation. In Singapore, they make these various varieties and they ask you to name them after somebody. Who would you name it after?
Thank you, Madam Table Topics Master. When I look at the beauty of this artifact, it reminds me of the beauty of mankind, the goodness of humanity. And what better personality to name it after than our very own Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. But that's a long name. I know you'd all agree. So I would call this artifact Madiba. Because to me, as I look at it, it represents the goodness in mankind, the beauty of humanity, the expanseness of the universe. As I stand on the soil of Singapore, I am reminded of everything that is nice that surrounds me. And not only that, as I stand here, I see the possibilities to a new world, which is what Madiba always dreamt of, with his vapid spirit of uniting mankind. He always dreamt of a world where humanity became one. And as I look at this beautiful, beautiful, amazing artifact in Singapore, I know it's possible. As mankind, as humanity, we can be molded into oneness, the beauty of mankind. Madam Table Topics Master.
Wow, very befitting indeed. Thank you, Valentine, for that. I'm sure you'll be getting a call soon. They will be asking you to come and name the latest orchid. My final presentation said, Lee, on this flight, we are getting towards the end. Oh, somebody once said, of all the books in the world, the best stories are found within the pages of a passport. May you take us on a journey of your passport. May you take us on a journey of your passport. Bala, I hope you are raising your hand so you can participate. Yes. May you take us on a journey of your passport.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the year 2010, when I looked at my passport, I really felt very dejected. Why? Because my passport was completely blank. There was not a single stamp. There was not a single immigration seal there. I had not traveled out of my own country, and I was really dejected. But starting from 2011, things changed. I started to go overseas. There was my first experience when I was standing at Malaysia in Kuala Lumpur at the airport. I did not have a visa in hand because Kuala Lumpur allows visa on arrival. I was standing there very nervous, and that immigration guy just looked at me and he thought, okay, I'll give him. Bang! He put that seal on my passport. That was the first time a seal fell on my passport. Days changed. From 2011 onwards, one passport was not enough. I needed two passports, even if it had the validity. I had to carry two passports with myself to show that yes, I am a bona fide person from my country. I needed that. The only problem was, what did these all things tell me or teach me? It told me that it's not about the story within your passports. It's about how you enjoy those trips. It's about taking those trips and learning from those trips. Today, my passport is not full, but it's half full. But I really cherish each of that bang on my passport. Do you cherish that, table topic master?
Certainly, I cherish that stamp. That bang on the passport is a sign of victory. Thank you for taking us on a journey. Hello, dear passengers. I am now handing over to our captain. Our captain who will continue with the rest of the flight. Let's welcome Captain Tamami.
Thank you, Madam Table Topic Master. Now we're moving on to our part 3 of our meeting evaluation session. This will be led by our general evaluator from Projects Hub Toastmasters all the way from Zimbabwe, Madame Blessing Siboniso. Please help me welcome our general evaluator for today, Ms. Blessing Siboniso.
Blessing is not here.
Oh. Mm.
I think we might have lost Blessing for a little while, but I propose, Madam Toastmaster, I propose that we go straight into the evaluation of the speeches, and Madam General Evaluator can join us later on.
Okay. I will introduce our first evaluator, Ms. Dorothy Tanakira, DTM, from Project Hub Toastmasters, evaluating Ms. Ada Yaya of World Travelers Club.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, and thank you, Ada. Ada Makadini, how are you? Thank you very much for being brave enough to do a special project. Ada, your project objectives were very clear to you, and for the benefit of our members and guests, I will quickly read the purpose of your assignment. Your assignment was for you to introduce a project, build a team, and fulfill the plan you have with the team. This was a 2 to 3 minute speech, and it was a special project. Over and above that, as a French speaker, you wanted also to know whether you came across very well in the English language. By show of hands, let's start with the last objective. Did Ada come across well in the English language? All right, so well done for your personal objectives. How did you do with your project objectives? Ada, you introduced your project very well. You came across with a presentation which is as far from vapid as the sun is from the moon. You had amazing slides that were concise and that told your story. Just looking at your slides, I know the team that you have, and you look like you've got the A team right there. You told us what you are going to do about your project. And I think my president in French here will be happy to know that actually I could understand this project and have insight into this French project behind the scenes. What else did you do very well, which people don't usually accredit you for, is to prepare. I've been in contact with you prior to you giving this speech. You were prepared. I was in contact with you during the speech. As I was booted out sometime, you were there on the ball, right? And we were communicating. So well done for that. You were clear. You had good vocal variety, a reasonable eye contact, and gestures. You were aware of your audience, and your comfort level was good. But what can you do, Ada, to take your speech to the next level? You're on the effective coaching path. I would want you to show off as a coach. Maybe think about being creative with your slides so that while we see these slides, we also see you. Besides that, great speech. You did what you did in 2 to 3 minutes, shared your project objectives, aligned yourself with the project objectives, and I look forward to your next assignment. Thank you. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you. Our second evaluator is...
Sorry, Tamami, blessing is you. Blessing,
okay.
blessing is you.
Blessing. Okay, we have done first evaluation. Would you take over from here to introduce our second evaluator?
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster. My apologies, I almost got the meeting vapid because of technical glitches. Thank you very much, DTM Dorothy, for that informative evaluation for Toastmaster Ada Yaya. Madam Toastmaster, allow me to call upon the second evaluator, TM Kim Law, to evaluate all the way from Singapore to evaluate a speech by Toastmaster Chris, right here from Zimbabwe. Toastmaster Kim Law, please come to the virtual podium.
Thank you very much, Madam G.E. Blessing. Christopher from Zimbabwe, persuasive speech. So your objective is to write and present a persuasive speech. And I'd like to congratulate you in achieving this objective of writing, not only writing, but presenting a persuasive speech. Let me start with what I like about your speech. Your organization structure of your speech is very effective. You jumped straight into the introductions and define what is a winner, what is a loser. A winner is somebody who achieved and are celebrated, and a loser is somebody who do not achieve their goals and are judged with derogatory remarks. So there is a very clear definition, and you make it very clear with us right at the beginning. And the other part that I like, you start building up your stories and telling us about winners and losers in the different aspects and area of education, sports, politics, corporations, and industries. So you kind of building the crescendo. And then you run and you give us the formula on how every one of us here can be a winner. I love that part about it, Chris, how you build up the crescendo and you ram us with this. There is a formula where everyone is a winner. And I love that part of it. And guess what's the answer? It's Toastmaster. And you say in Toastmaster, everybody is a winner. We get a chance to tell our stories. All members are treated with respect, and we have got mentors to guide us. And I absolutely agree with you. And the other part that I like about it is the conclusion. You kind of rounded up very well. You started with definition of winners and losers, and you went on to say, the world does not need, I can't paraphrase, the world does not need to be divided into winners and losers, but every one of us can be winners. And that was very well concluded statement. Now, to help you elevate your speech, there's a few suggestions that I would like to add on. My first suggestion is you have an extra 1 minute, right? You could actually share a couple of stories on how you become a winner in Toastmaster to reinforce the formula that you gave us about Toastmaster. In Toastmaster, everybody in the winner. Give us a couple of your success stories. Like maybe you failed, you went a contest and you failed. You didn't get first, second, third, but you still came out a winner. Why? Because you learned so much from this contest. Examples like that. Give us a couple of your stories to reinforce your statement about being in Toastmaster, everybody is a winner. And also maybe add a question to that part. Ask us a question. What do you think is the formula where everybody is a winner? Raise that question, pause, let us think about it and say, it is being in Toastmaster where everybody is a winner. So all in all, love your structure, good intro, build out story, and a good conclusion. Future suggestion is share a couple of stories and ask a question. What do you think is the formula that everybody is a winner? And with that, I hand it back to you, Blessing, Madam GE.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Kim, for a very informative and empowering feedback to fellow Toastmaster Chris for his speech. Thank you for that presentation. At this moment in time, I'd like to call upon our third evaluator to evaluate speech by Toastmaster Ramesh. I'll call upon DTM Admo Gamundani. DTM Admo Gamundani to evaluate Toastmaster Ramesh speech.
Madam General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and of course, heroes come in all shapes and sizes. Very captivating title, and I was really looking forward to see these heroes that were coming in all shapes and sizes. The very first, one of the first words that you shared with the meeting, how many of you use WhatsApp? And overwhelmingly, everyone.
Yeah.
Great way to get the audience attention. Also a great way to include the audience in your presentation. You then moved right away to talk about why you were asking this question and the message that prompted you to actually deliver a speech, which was the picture. And from then on, wonderful storytelling technique. Because of your powerful storytelling technique, I was able to know a bit of history of the war between the war in Pakistan in 1971. I was also able to move even to the battlefront on what was happening, the war zone, what was taken, the tarmac that was removed, and all the finer detail. I enjoyed the storytelling bit, And I also enjoyed your conversational tone. Very often you find speakers try and use emphatic language or emphatic tones, but when you converse, it becomes easier to listen to. How can we take this speech and even make it better? Just a few suggestions from my end. You had quite a number of stories or anecdotes in your presentation. And I felt because of that, they more downplayed your anchor story. And as evidence to that for me, I think it was on 2 occasions when you actually mentioned, let me come back to my story. So in essence, you had carried the audience, you had carried me so far away, you needed to remind me that there is a particular story that we need to be running with. So I would suggest that you center on your anchor story and streamline the speech such that the anchor story continues. And when you do that, you also then have an opportunity to elevate your hero. And your hero in this particular case, I felt, was your grandmother. And you could then have had an opportunity of sharing with the audience aspects about her character and even modeling her as this hero that came out in various shapes and sizes. Ramesh, really enjoyed your storytelling technique and so your conversational aspect. Good point there. Just pay attention to streamlining your speech so that you focus on the anchor story, and it will allow you to bring out the debrief at the end. I really look forward to the next presentation. Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Ed Moore, for that detailed evaluation report for Toastmaster Ramesh. Thank you so much for taking note of every detail and empowering Toastmaster Ramesh to do it differently or even better next time. Well done for that report. Thank you. Our next evaluation comes from Distinguished Toastmaster Kathy Tor to evaluate a speech from a fellow distinguished Toastmaster Wentz, a DTM for DTM. Oh, yes. Here in Zimbabwe, in Bulawayo, they say, izandla ziyagezana. Yeah, well, DTM Kathy Tor, come to the virtual podium.
Thank you very much, General Director. Blessing. Splendid day to everyone, especially to our speaker events. Now, today he has shared with us on the dynamic leadership path evaluation feedback. This is his first speech. So I'll give some feedback based on his delivery today. One thing I noticed is that he is very comfortable and he has really displayed very good tactics in terms of delivering a speech online, because if you have noticed, he actually stood up to deliver a speech and he has kept distracting gestures to a minimal. In fact, there's none that I can detect from his end. So that was very good display. And he has give us a very interesting story about his entire career and to let us know if he had a chance to restart, he would not do anything else. He will still choose to go into mining engineering. And that is one theme that which is throughout his whole story, whereby you tell people no matter what the hard work, if this is a passion and you will not do something that you will regret 20 years down the road. This is a good message for those for us who tend to, well, have a habit of job hopping. This is something that we need to learn as well in terms of discipline and having that passion in our work. Now, some suggestions on areas that Mins can work on is in terms of time management. Probably because in Zoom you're not able to see the timer in time, so you tend to end a little bit over or the time frame. So one suggestion is that perhaps in your introduction, whereby you're giving us a background of how you went into mining engineering and how what are the roles that you took as you climb up the corporate ladder. Maybe you could just give us a few highlights so that you don't go too much into the details, because I believe that the key takeaway is when you're doing your closing, when you're sharing some wise words that is shared by your professor and your own conclusion, whereby despite all this hard work, you gain a lot, and in particular the soft skills on dealing with people, working in a very hard environment. This part maybe you can expand on the story, because that's where it's interesting. Having that soft skill to work with hard people in hard life, in a hard environment. Now, this is something that's going to captivate a lot of people's attention if you would expand on that story in your next speech. So that is some consideration. And of course, if you're going to deliver a speech in a Zoom environment again, I would encourage you to design some physical gestures, as in particular facial and body language, to make use of the Zoom environment and to really captures the audience attention. Because when you're sitting right now, you don't see a reflection in your glasses. But when you're standing up, that reflection is there. So if you are to deliver this speech online, consider to adjust the camera so that you can reduce that glare and you can use your eyes to really connect with the audience. So that's something that you can consider. So all in all, I believe that with your content and the way that you have crafted the speech, your next speech will be even more spectacular delivery, because with all your skills that you have from Toastmasters as well as work, definitely this is something that will not be a daunting task for you. Thank you very much. Back to you, General Writer.
Wow, thank you so much to DTM, Kathy To, for that positive evaluation. I love the positive tone in your evaluation. I loved the detailedness of the evaluation. Here in Toastmasters, we never cease to learn. Here is our DTM being evaluated, given feedback to do it better or differently next time. Thank you so much, DTM Kathy, for that evaluation for fellow DTM ones. Fellow Toastmasters and our guests, I believe now we come to the point where I introduce to you the top table row officers to give their evaluation. I will start to call upon Madame Grammarian Tsitim Pofu. I can see she's ready to give us her evaluation, the Grammarian report. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, I must confess, Madam Pilot Tamami took us graciously through one country to the other, to the point that I almost forgot my role as grammarian. So for those that I was able to capture, I'm going to start with the word of the day. I captured 4. Forgive me if I might have missed you. It's not my fault. It's because of the co-pilot. The feedback for those who use Vapid. I have DTM Dorothy, who used it twice, once on chat, and the second time as she was speaking, as well as our general evaluator, Toastmaster Blessing. Toastmaster Valentine also used it, but however, I felt he wanted to use it in this manner, without a vapid spirit, given the connotation of his message, instead of with a vapid spirit. So well done. Now moving on to the English language. Despite the multiple and the diverse native accents, we were able to communicate with clarity and succinctly in English language. I captured phrases and descriptive words, adjectives that enhanced our speaking skills. Words such as enhance, dispute, extreme cases, the trophy degree to define a particular degree, glamorous and runs word, as well as retail therapy that spoke to my heart, beautiful and grateful, and crescendo and reinforcement. What can we do to improve on our vocabulary? I would like to challenge all of us, no matter whether the word of the day is given in exactly the opposite of the environment, try as much as you can to incorporate it in your speaking. Well done, and I look forward to the next journey on this flight. Over to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Madam Grammarian, for that effective feedback to all of us. And the new word into my vocabulary, the word of the day, vapid. I'm a better person now because I've added a new word in my vocabulary than I was when I entered this meeting. Thank you so much for that developmental role to help us add into our vocabulary new words. Thank you so much for that feedback. At this moment in time, I call upon distinguished Toastmaster Lynn Gregory to give us the counter report. Can you please show up on the virtual podium?
Thank you very much, Madam General Evaluator. Madam Lynn is changed to Madam Eliza Julian because we are changing in the terminal. So thank you very much. Today I'm going to give my report for the counter. As I tell in the front that counter is to calm all the music in the meeting. And unfortunately, in this meeting, I cannot find any music. It's a very little to have a music. It's a good news, actually, not a bad news, because everyone is trying to stop and everyone try to pause when they want to say Only a few people that actually have a few and should I say the name? Okay, so I have a few people that I want to tell. I just going to read it very fast. So Ada speak one time. Chris Monimo, I heard one time. Ramesh clear, DTM Wens clear, Viola Dondo perfect cool, DTM Dorothy cool, Kim cool, Edmore cool, Kathy you have too, and Cici you are cool. For me, I love music, so I have a lot of With that, back to you, our Madam G. Madam G, please read your chat. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Indeed, here in Toastmasters, that's where leaders are made. Thank you, Toastmaster Eliza, for taking up this role at short notice. Thank you very much for the feedback to fellow Toastmasters, giving them their counter report. At this moment in time, I call upon Toastmaster Sokutanwa Tamfong to give us the timers report. Forgive the pronunciation. Toastmaster Sokutanwa, will you come to
Thank
the
you so
virtual
much.
podium?
Yes, thank you so much, Madam Blessings. And now is the time for me to summarize the Tamil log. First, please allow me to start with the table topics that I'll give it for Madam Viola's. So first we have the speaker, Mora. Mora, you took 2 minutes 12 seconds. And next we have Rudo. Perfectly, you are on time, 1 minute 56 seconds. And next is Walali, perfectly within 1 minute 50 seconds. And next we also have Mr. Valentine. You are on time, 1 minute 38 seconds. And the last one for the table topics, Bara, 2 minutes 19 seconds. Thank you so much for the table topics. And next we are going to the prepare speech. First giving by Adayaya. Adayaya, you are on time, so perfectly 5 minutes. And next we having Chris Munemo. You are on time, also 6 minutes and 9 seconds, so perfectly. And next, Mr. Ramesh. You also on time, 6 minutes 15 seconds. And the last one from Vance. You are a little bit over the times, 8 minutes 22 seconds. So the last one, we are going to the evaluations. The first evaluations given by Dorothy to Adayaya is 3 minutes 38 seconds. And next, Madame Kim Lo to Chris, 3 minutes 40 seconds. And Edmore to Ramesh is 3 minutes 56 seconds. And the last one, Madame Katie to Vance, perfectly, not so much on time, 4 minutes and 4 seconds. Thank you so much, everyone, for your for your contributions to the time management, and hope we are having a smoother for the timing agenda for the next meeting. Thank you so much. Please allow me to turn to Madame Blessings. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Taima, for that report. And I commend you. As we can see, it's now 5 minutes to 6. We are still on time and we need to rush so that we remain on time. To give now, let me give my general evaluation report of the meeting. First of all, I would like to commend all of you and give thumbs up to the organizing team, World Travelers, Toastmasters Club, and Projects Hub.
Rescue, rescue. Please call 911. Rescue, rescue.
I think we are losing DTM, our Toastmaster blessing. But what a fantastic meeting. I want to believe we started on time and we are going to be able to finish on time. And at this point, I would really love to thank the organizers, like Blessing was saying, for putting this meeting together and for flying into Zimbabwe. Well done, World Travelers. And Madam District Director for giving us insights into how we can approach the different nations in our district. Salama, hola, magadini. And at this point, I just want to leave this meeting in the capable hands of DTM Liza. Over to you, DTM Liza, and or DTM Wens.
Thank you very much. Blessing is back. Yeah. Okay,
Welcome to Africa. Now I'm in the dark. We've just lost power. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's time for
anyway.
Africa. Okay. Thank you very much. So
thank you so much for your patience.
Before I give the podium to DTM Blessing to do the closing, let's call our few VIPs here that make this event have so much blessing. So from the Singapore, we have our district director and district director elect, District 80, DTM Hakim. Maybe he want to say something and to give an address, and welcome to No, actually you need to say thank you for the hospitality in Zimbabwe because we are all in Singapore now is going to Africa. So our PQD Hakim, do you want to say something? Have you learned the 5 words how to say hello?
I know how to say salamat. That's the one I remember because it's very similar to what we say here in Singapore and in Malaysia, as pointed out by DTM Kimlo as well. Very good evening to everybody and our friends, especially from Zimbabwe, representing the district officers and leaders of District 80 Singapore. We are very heartened that you've allowed our national carrier, the World Travelers Toastmasters plane, to land in Zimbabwe this time round. You see our very beautiful stewardesses and stewards. They fly our flag proudly, and we are very proud of them as well, traveling to various different countries, allowing our members to experience the rich, wonderful culture that we have among Toastmasters around the world. And today, clearly and evidently, we hear, we learn from one another, and this is the beauty that we get to enjoy because of those masters. So I'm really honored and privileged to be here. It's really dark where I am as well because it's almost midnight. So you can't really see me because there's no light around me at the moment. Yeah, but certainly reveling in the experience here this evening, and we hope that we can welcome your national carrier when you come to Singapore as well, with equally or not even warmer hospitality. Thank you, Eliza.
Thank you very much, our PQD and DD elect. And I also want to invite our DD from 74 District Director Angie to give some address.
Thank you, Eliza. I think I've said everything I need to say. If it's not fun, it's not Toastmasters. And remember to learn something new every time you go on your international tours. And one of the closest way to get to people is to know how to greet them politely in the language. They say if you speak in the language that a person understands, you are speaking to their heart. And if you can speak to everybody's heart, you will be a global traveler. So all the best. I'm looking forward to come back and share some more interesting tidbits on a project that I will do on Pathways so that I can also join all of you on this World Travelers Tours. Thank you so much for the opportunity. You guys were fantastic.
Thank you very much. We also have a guest from District 79, the PQD of District 79, Shekhar Tiwari. I'm not sure if everyone know, but yeah, this is a district PQD 79. You came, Shekhar, want to say something?
Yeah,
How come you are in our flight?
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I know most of you people are smiling faces, and Madam Kathy, Madam Angel, as a lot of people I know. Yeah, yeah. Dorothy, ma'am, I know you very well, and it's great to be here to learn from you all. And especially special thanks to Eliza, our princess. We are used to call her princess. So connecting people, connecting dots is your specialty, and you are very much. We salute to you for your dedication and whatever you are doing for this whole world to unite us. So thank you so much, and it is an honor for me, and just all the best to all DD elects, and hope to see you in Bahamas soon. No, sorry, not Bahamas. We met you in Bahamas, but I hope to see you in California because I registered already. So all the best to you all. Just keep serving our members, helping others the way Princess Elijah is doing. So thank you so much, Elijah. All the best to you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now, before Blessing is going again, where is Blessing? Blessing! Please give a closing address, Blessing. Blessing? Okay, if not, then I will need to ask TTM Vans to, oh yeah, take a picture. Everyone, please put on your makeup and put your head and everything. Turn on your camera. Let's take a picture. Smile. Okay, Gladys, I need your music after this. Please turn on your camera. Okay, Didi Hakim is in the dark, but it's not in Africa. Janet, come. Ainur, Deidre, come. Blessing, come. We need to see your face. Romo, everyone. Okay, give a big smile. Smile, everyone. 1, 2, 3. Hey, hold second. Where is my face? Wait. This is the first. Okay, one more. It's a 2 pages. And I don't see my face. Oh my God. This is the important thing. Christopher, are you there? Ada, where are you? Blessing, you are so... Christopher, Ada, come. Ready?
I'm still trying to open it.
Okay, I see you. Smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. Thank you very much, everyone. So, closing address by DTM Wens or by Blessing?
Thank you so much. I think my president is having a problem with connectivity there.
Take my picture. Didn't take me a picture.
Yeah, we take your picture. Don't worry.
There was a name there that was taken. All right. So would like to thank everybody for coming to this meeting, especially World Traveler Toastmasters Club for traveling all the way from the eastern side of the world to the central part of the world, especially Southern Africa. We really wish you could be able to come here physically and see how the variety of life we have, from the safari, the animals, the snow in Lesotho, the waters and the bigger falls than Niagara, which is Victoria Falls here in Zimbabwe and Zambia. So much interesting life here. We also have even European vegetation in South Africa and the Eastern Highlands. It's very interesting. The people especially. They are so friendly. They are so friendly. Come and see them. Over to you, and thanks very much. I hand over to Toastmaster Eliza, if she can close the meeting.
Thank you very much, everyone. It's very pleasure to have all of you. Gladys, do you want to put the music? No. I thought that she wants to put the music. Okay, never mind. Thank you very much, everyone. Region 11, Africa, is actually part of my journey in Toastmaster. All of you are actually dear in my heart. Only few of you not really know, but region 11 is one of the region that really close to my heart. So I've been visiting all the Africa countries, and I love all your past district director. So looking forward to come again to your district 74 and so on. I met Dorothy, Viola few times, so I'm looking forward to meet all of you again. With this, I closing the meeting. Good night, everyone, and thank you. Keep in touch. See you again.
Thank you so much, Eliza.
Yes, Blessing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Blessing.
everyone.
Is there? Smile, Blessing. We take your picture.
Good night.
Let me take your picture.
Bye-bye.
I can't believe it's midnight for you guys now.
Yeah, it's midnight for you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster. How Vienna said that they may forget what we said, that you never forget how we made you feel. Yes, living that we made you feel at home, and you love Africa. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, this director.
Everyone, let's sleep.
Thank you. Good night.
You, darlings.
Yes,
Keep
we
in
look
touch.
forward to
Don't forget to join us again next week. We are going to India.
Yes,
And next
please.
month we are going to
Okay.
have PIP Naruto. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
PIP who? Naruto? Notaro!
Keep sending us the invites. Keep sending us the invites.
Okay.
You're welcome to join you in your tour.
Sorry?
We are welcome to join you in your tour.
Sure,
Keep sending the invite.
Please. Yeah, we will. I will. You can join our boarding room.
Yes, yes. And you can make your Project Hub your home as well. You are always welcome.
Yeah, and if you have another part of country who wants to join with us, please let us know. We are happy to visit, because this is the time that like today, I'm very happy to see that actually there is a lot of places in Africa that very beautiful and we never know. We only know about safari. But actually you have a very beautiful falls,
Scenery.
and you also have a very beautiful mountains and a very national park and everything, which is we never know. And yeah, I need to have a lot of money to just maybe 1 month to stay just only in Africa. Thank you.
Yes, please. You're welcome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Okay, good night.
Have a great
Janet, how are
day.
you?
Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend. Janet, good night. Maura,
Bye.
happy to see you. Congratulations
Sweetheart.
to be a
Have
VPE.
to say goodbye.
Oh, yes.
Say goodbye.
Yeah, sorry.
I said it's so hard to say goodbye. You can just end the meeting. Yeah.
Okay.
Bye all.
Bye. Bye,
Thank
DTM
you.
Bye bye, Janet. Maura, tomorrow you just let me know what time.
Yes,
You have
and
a date.
exactly, yes. And thank you for your words.
No? I love to have you here.
Yeah.
You're so cute.
Thank you.
Okay, just to inform that I need to call Ainur because her mother just passed away. So I want to confirm. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. And Zarina's father just passed away this morning. So
Oh my
actually so
gosh.
many, so like these few days every day somebody that I know passed away.
It's very sad, but I think that life is telling you something. When you have people who die, a very valuable life is telling you maybe life is so short, and thanks for the people that we have at that time.
Yeah. So
tomorrow,
yes. Let me know what
thank
time.
you.
Just email me
Yes.
and yeah.
Yeah.
Good night, Kathy.
See you. Mwah, mwah.
Bye.
Bye
Love
bye.
you all. Bye bye.
I love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye bye. Kathy, good night.